He's gonna get those shoes. Oh, we're looking good. Straight away, I'm loving it. Wow, look at these monsters in crops. They're amazing. Keeping the nice and neat in their pairs. I love it, I love it. With our £15 of Merlin's Magic Money is drum roll, please. Oh, it's going to our lovely families down here. And a massive congratulations, guys. But thank you all so much for playing along with us tonight. Now, don't worry, everybody, you can come and collect your shoes again. And make sure you don't lose them, don't leave them behind.
Good morning and welcome back to our channel. We are, obviously as you can tell from the outfits, we're back at Alton Towers and it's opening day today, so yeah, it was really excited to be back. Obviously no major opening today, so it's going to just be a bit of a regular down park, really get back in there, see what's going on. And I'm going to actually see Blue for the first time because I didn't see it, obviously, to Pirate Takeover. But yeah, just finished off breakfast, going to head into the park. Opening at 9:30 today instead of 9, I believe. Have seen online as well, they've got a few scheduled delayed openings as well. Hoping that's not a permanent thing, but it might be, unfortunately. A few rides opening at 11, which is a bit of a shame, but
yeah, it is
not a problem. The sun's shining, it's the first day of the season, so let's go and have some fun. But we're not by ourselves today. For turning us around here, we've got Dark Shadow here as Henry Alton, the debt collector. Yep. And we've also got Loops and Lap Bars over there who are completely ignoring it. Oh, no, they're not ignoring us. So, let's go get started for the first day of the season and see who else we see. I think we're going to start off our morning over in Forbidden Valley. It's not opening time just yet, so Nemesis has a bit of a sizable pre-queue. So we're going to head there first. Obviously, Galactica and Subterra opening at 11, so might come back and do those later, but we'll see how we get on. But it is good to be back in Forbidden Valley again, even though the Nemesis queue is currently all the way back here. That being said though, they haven't opened the gate yet, so it will obviously get a lot shorter when the gate does open. It's not actually this long. Nemesis has got a new water feature for this season. Obviously last season they had the one on the one side, and now we've got this one on the other side, which is a lot bigger, and obviously you can see by the tracks I'm stood in the worst place possible. But Nemesis, great ride to start the day off. Did notice a little bit of a rattle. I think it's the first time I've actually noticed a rattle on Nemesis, but yeah, it is always good fun and a great way to start the day. Over in Bunker 94, we've got a few New York merchandise items. So that's upside down, so that's a good start. So Nemesis eraser, rubber, got Nemesis rulers, and a new glossy range of Nemesis sunglasses, which, if I do turn around, do have little Nemesis mentions on the back. That was totally out of focus. We've got those in here. There's also some other merchandise as well. I just noticed there's a new Toxicator shirt. Oops, found the new Toxicator shirts there.
Yeah, they're new. They're long sleeve.
Long sleeve shirts.
Bags are new as well, I think.
They arrived mid-season last year, I think. But yeah, it's important. The shirt's cool though. I like the shirts.
Yeah, I like the long sleeve one.
To go with the Toxicator shirt, there's a new Nemesis one as well, which is, again, really cool design. Long sleeve and short sleeve. So Curse went well. We're getting an evac of Curse. Oh, there's Compound as well. And now back to the other side. That's a sign I've never seen before, actually. So yeah, the Curse has now stopped the play.
We went round
As you can see, it's now gone down. Hopefully it'll be back up soon. But yeah, evac from underneath Emily. That was a very interesting place to get an evac. went the whole way around in the back of the park to get back around the front. But yeah, have you ever had an evac on Curse? If so, where did you get evac from? So, evac from Curse.
First one we've done. It was quite nice to see them around the back. And they've still got a Ripsaw sign around the back in the no-go area.
That's good.
Impressive. It's really impressive to see some of the details that they've put into Curse. For that small section we got to see, it was very impressive.
Nicely detailed.
Her big head is amazing.
There's a lot on that, but you don't see, so...
Yeah, the light hides a lot of it, which is a shame.
It does, but at least we got a ride photo.
We did, yes. A funny one at that.
So I'll put that on the screen here.
Yep, about there.
But hopefully it will come back up soon and we might be able to get a complete ride later.
Oh yes, that'd be good.
Yeah, opening day, new experience, so...
First time for everything.
Yeah, thank you Towers, but as you can see, it's not opening for the foreseeable. Back in Mutiny Bay, it does feel a bit weird to be here without all the pirates. As you know, in our Pirate Takeover vlog, I was working as a pirate, so I got to be a pirate for Pirate Takeover. And yeah, like I said, I do love Pirate Takeover. It's a fun event with plenty of pirates and immersion and things to do and get involved in. So it's always a bit weird being in Mutiny Bay without the event on, just because it adds so much to the event and adds so much to the area. So yeah, I'd love to see the pirates return as a more permanent roaming kind of thing like they used to. But for now, the pirates have gone back sailing away. But yeah, if you do want to hear more about Pirate Takeover, check out the Pirate Takeover vlog. But like we said, pretty sure we said it earlier, I don't know if we did, but when it comes to opening days, we don't usually get that many rides done. We tend to go around, see people, enjoy the atmosphere and stuff as well. So actually on that note, I also want to say thank you if you have come and said hello to us today. It's so good to see so many of you. And it's just really great to sort of stop and park and have a chat with everyone. So we just love seeing everyone and having a conversation with you all. So if you ever do see us on park, please do come over and say hello. We do love to see you. So over in Towers Trading, we have some new merchandise. It's like really nice rainbow print style here. They've still got other items on sale in various prices. But these are really, really pretty. I quite like those actually. And if you aren't a fan of the white colour, they do also have them in the darker black colour as well. I don't think there's anything on the back of these. Nope, nothing on the back. But again, the logo does pop quite nicely, so very nice. Oh, and there's also a blue version. Following on from the Nemesis merchandise, we've got a push in more ride-themed stationery. So again, they've got various kind of rulers. They've got these cool like two-part pencils, like half crayon, half pencil. Various themed rulers and other themed items as well. Various things. Got these really kind of cool, personalised any name here pens, which yep, it's all there on the back there, so you can stick your own name on the pen, which is a bit of a different one. Quite cool for the thing. Like you should peel that off, I think, to put the others on. I'm not too sure. But very cool. I know a lot of people have been asking for a Marmalizer resin for a while, and we've now got one. As you can see, it's a little Marmalizer with various things showing on the screen. This one is £20 pre-discount. But yeah, they're doing really good on the resin front at the moment. They're all getting a lot of the resins made that people have been asking for. They've got this, they've got the Phalanx Stag and Nemesis Creature, you know. But yeah, what kind of resin would you like? I think I'd like to see a Toxicator resin, that'd be quite cool. Like a Toxicator tank or something, if not the full thing. But yeah, what do you think of this one? This might actually be the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. It's a Runaway Mine Train, wooden train set. Look at how cute that is. The frogs are back with an all new look. Alton After Dark, they've got this really cool Alton After Dark inspired light rig with each light being themed to a different coaster and attraction. And then our frogs also have their very own lighting deck at the back there. And of course they've all got their little high visors on with little After Dark pins, which are really adorable. I know it's too early for a Scarefest update, but there's a Scarefest update already. So we've got a Scarefest update. Obviously, Edge of the Forest, Scare Maze that opened up last year. No major update, but as you can see, they've taken the signage down, taken the ramp down, and the main part of the queue line is still intact. And I know through the trees there, which I won't be able to see because of the heavy tree line, but through the trees back there, you can actually also see the shack. I don't know if I'll be able to show it on camera because it's heavy trees, but it is behind there as well. See, all still intact from last year, and confident that's going to return again this year. Can't imagine there'll be any major changes, maybe some subtle changes inside. But yeah, did you experience Edge of the Forest last year? And if you did, what did you think of it? And of course, keeping with the theme of Scare Maze updates, we go this way. Obviously, Dark Hollow has been completely removed. That includes all signage, queue lines, and everything else.
Bring back.
I know you really enjoyed this one last time, but completely empty at the moment, as you can see.
Don't like it.
And again, I feel like this one was so successful again during Scarefest that we're going to see it come back.
It needs to come back.
It was a lot of fun. It was quite a nice eerie walkthrough. Obviously, it feels very different walking through now with none of the characters and the theming and the lights and the sounds and the smoke all in here.
They just left some of the statues.
The statues would have been cool to leave, but I don't think they would have survived that long.
Any of the concrete ones would have been ace.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, I think it's pretty confident that this one will return. I know there's also been some work happening on the Swedish house over here as well. Not Swedish house, the Swiss cottage house. Don't know where I've got the Swedish one from. Very close on that.
Ish.
Kind of close enough. But I know they've been doing some works on that as well. I don't know if that's just restoration works or if there's like something else happening there. But yeah, you can see it's just very different without any actual scare stuff in it. Nice, but definitely a lot nicer when it was open for Scarefest. But yeah, Dark Hollow or Edge of the Forest, which one do you prefer? Are you okay over there?
Yeah, got attacked. I liked this one. I like Dark Hollow.
It was good fun, but like I said, it looks so different now without any of the stuff.
It's so weird because even the swing's gone.
Yeah, the swing was right there.
Yeah.
But mentioned just then about the Swiss cottage, they've actually closed this staircase off to get you to it, so I'm assuming the entire area is fenced off down there now. A good like that. Yep, complete fenced off. They are working on. Again, I don't think I can show you because there's a tree in the way.
Sammy's in.
There we go, can do. They've got scaffolding up over here. Again, like I said, don't know if it's just restoration works. Could be restoration works, could be something else. But I don't really know there. Sam's found something, so I'm assuming there's a girl there still by any chance.
Girl's still in there.
She's still in the window, yep. Oh God, there's a slope there. Let's see, I don't know if I can zoom in there. There she is. She's still in the window from, obviously, Dark Hollow. Still just kind of hiding in the window there by herself. Waiting to see, I guess, if Dark Hollow will return, which I'm assuming with the fact she's still in there that it probably will return. But yeah, like I said, scaffolding all around the cottage at the moment. So again, not sure if restoration works or if we're going to see a new purpose for the cottage at some point. But for now, there's just our creepy little lady hanging out in the cottage as the sole inhabitant. So, park has gotten extremely busy. 13 over on 80 minutes back there. I think it's like 80 minutes 13.
80 minutes 13.
Rita's on 50. A lot of the coasters very busy. Subterra, Intoxicator 25 to 35 minutes. So yeah, pretty busy on park at the moment. We've just taken a bit of a detour to see some shopping for merchandise as well as some other bits here and there to end up finding some of the mazes and stuff there as well. But yeah, it's a really busy one on park today. I mean, can't blame everyone. The sun is shining, even though we did have hail a minute ago. It was really weird. There was a hailstorm. It was a bit strange. But yeah, it's a really busy one on park. But like I said, opening day was just really good to get back and see everyone in the atmosphere. We don't really do many rides on opening day, but just sort of see what we can do really.
Just here for the vibe.
Here for the vibes, like that. So yeah, we're going to keep looking around, see where we end up next, and see what we can show you next as well. So as you know, our videos are only really a snapshot of the day that we have, but I'd like to take you along for some of the interesting stuff. Another little update, Fountain Square now has a few food outlets. These look like the ones that moved from X Sector and the other areas. So you got pizza on that one, got loaded fries on that one, and it's all next to face painting and another wagon there. But yeah, like I said, nice to see this courtyard being used a bit more. And the sweet treat cart has moved as well up here, so we've got, again, various kinds of hot chocolate, sort of following on from the ones at half term, and other options as well, including the munch mix and other delights and sweet treats. It's actually quite good they've put them all in this courtyard, so you've got quite a little variety now up here. bringing more life to that courtyard area that I said needed life anyway. I still think there's a lot of space up here that could be utilised in a better way, but it's good to see that they are starting to put things up here and use this area a bit more. It does feel like it needs a few more benches or something though, because there's a lot of space here, or a stage for entertainment. That's a good idea. Another mini unofficial scare maze update. Amigos in the Afterlife and Trick or Treat Town are both perfectly as expected to still be here. I think both of these are going to return, but again, I'd love to see some changes in Trick or Treat Town and maybe a few changes in Amigos just to kind of keep them fresh and up to date. Both of which very fun attractions for families and generally a lot of fun as an adult as well. I've enjoyed both of them a few times. Hello, son.
Hello, darling.
That was a unscary scare attempt.
Boo.
And the one that we were all wondering is Gangster Granny and the World of David Williams still around? Yeah, yes it is. I know it was quite a bit of speculation as to if this area would return. It has. I think because obviously it had a delayed opening, that means the IP license got extended as well. I personally think this might be the last year of this area. It's not really that popular. It's popular today because it's opening day and it's really busy, but it is a bit of an underused area. There's a lot of potential that's not used. I know personally me, like a lot of other people, I'd love to see it become a more Sir Algernon inspired area, more family focused for an older audience as well to enjoy. But that sort of thing, which is a perfect gap between the CBeebies Land and the bigger rides. I mean, there's a lot more space here that they can use, so hopefully we can see this area get some TLC and love. I mean, you know, we've got driving school. I don't really know what the future of driving school is. But again, there's a lot of units in this area that aren't used. Got a lot of them over here that have been used for storage. Things that used to be attractions that obviously are no longer attractions. And there's a lot of potential here that they're not using. I mean, driving school, for example, has got this whole area of units that aren't being used, apart from one for driving licenses. So when the IP is expired, maybe the whole thing will get a new look. Unexpected Scarefest update number, I don't know anymore because I've given up on counting. Tiny's Caravan from Alton Mine Tours, and the lighting is all still in place over there. I know obviously it's been around for quite a few years now, and it is the last remaining maze in the towers. Based on the fact it's still there, could it return for one more season? I don't know, I think we did have some good runs in there last season, and I think I'd be happy to see it return for one more time. But I do think if a maze is leaving, I'd love Towers to kind of make it obvious that maze is leaving, so it's like, you know, last chance of experience, I'm not sure. But I don't know, do you think that Altonville Mine Tours has had its final tour, or will Tiny take a final revenge? Don't know how many times that was there, but yeah. But again, X Sector again looking quite busy, and Smiler is smiling. So I think we might head over there and give it a ride. So obviously last year Toxicator had a bit of a unfortunate accident in the area on its opening day, which caused to a bit of a delay. Unfortunately this year it seems that something similar has happened, more to Bunker Night 4. Not Toxicator this time. Oh. So Toxicator is operational, but Bunker Night 4 is closed. I know when we walked past earlier to go to the car park, it seemed to like there was sweeping water out of it.
It did look like it.
So I don't know if they've had another leak or flood of some kind. I don't know if it's similar to last year, I'm not sure. I'm not a plumber, so don't quote me. But unfortunately that does mean Bunker 94 is closed, which is a shame because it's the only place you can get the Toxicator merchandise. They've got some nice merchandise for Toxicator. Got a new shirt for Toxicator.
Yeah, they did have a new shirt, yeah.
So,
and a new t-shirt for Nemi too.
Yeah, and some new Nemi stationery and other bits. But unfortunately, if you are looking for Toxicator merchandise, today is not the day to get it, as Bunker is closed, and I believe it might remain closed all day, if not for the foreseeable. But if it does reopen later, we'll let you know. But unfortunately right now there's no Toxicator merchandise available on park, so I don't think there's anything in the main shop.
Not for Toxicator, no.
There might be one or two, keychain I think.
Yeah, keychain and a magnet if you're lucky.
Yeah, but obviously we did get in there earlier, so you did see some of that new merchandise. Toxicator, however, is happily running away on a 25-minute queue. As far as the park goes today, it's very, very busy. I think Smiler's on 90 minutes. Smiler's 90 with Fast Track out the door. Wicker Man 75? 95! It's gone to 95. You know, all the coasters are running on very high queues. I don't know what's going on with CBeebies Land. I've not looked at the queues for CBeebies Land. but all of the parks quite busy today. CoasterCastle being one of the less busy queues, I think Terror as well, on 25 minutes or something. But very busy day. Loads of footfall around the park as well, which is great, but they've got to be able to manage the capacity, and I don't know if we're seeing a very good example of that today. The operations, obviously, they are still finding their feet. It is the first day for certain people, and after the buyout days,
A lot of new people in.
so they are still finding their feet, but I feel like they've got quite a high capacity of people on park. They're going to need to speed up a little bit to be able to handle this for the rest of the season, because it's a very busy peak day, and I'm hoping that maybe by tomorrow they'll start finding their feet a bit more. But very busy. I think we've managed to do 2 rides or something at the moment.
We have, yeah.
Yeah, but I say that, but we have been doing other things as well. We've been walking around, been seeing people. So it's not like we're just queuing for the rides and we've been queuing all day, so it's not the case. But a lot of queues are ranging from an hour upwards at the moment for the major coasters. So it is definitely a busy one, and I do concern if the operations continue to be slow for the rest of the season, that they might struggle. But like we said, it's training time, people are still finding their feet. Certain rides are still waking up and being a bit rusty, but we'll see what happens. Though it did hail earlier, and apparently all the rides closed briefly as a weather delay. I don't know, we can't comment on that because we were out of the park at that time. We were at the car park, so. But yeah, I mean, we're enjoying it anyway. I think I said it before, opening day is more about the atmosphere and seeing what's changed and getting back to the park and seeing everyone we know anyway. So we're not too worried about our ride count, but if you were looking for rides, opening day may not be the day for you. release from the future because we decided to film this bit later on just because it was cold and dark and trying to get us into a shot where we could actually be seen and, you know, it wasn't loud and stuff. So we just decided to film this over here instead. So the projection show, Symphony of the Towers, it's a new show that's exclusive to Alton After Dark. And as you saw, it takes place at the Towers, obviously themselves. It's a nice short show. It runs from, I believe, 6:30 through till the end of the day.
Yes.
Runs every 15 minutes or so. I think it's about 5 minutes or so in length as well.
It is a 5-minute show.
So it's a little short show that you saw there, which has lights, a bit of smoke effects as well, bringing out the colours a lot more of the towers. And it all goes across to a musical score, which is really lovely. I mean, what did you think of it?
I thought it was gorgeous. It was well done.
It was really pretty. I really liked it. It was really lovely. I think definitely on a night like tonight where we got it between the ranks, we did have a bit of bad weather. But it was such a lovely thing to see. And it was quite nice to sort of utilise the towers a bit more in a way that doesn't damage them or impact heritage. So it was quite nice to see them actually utilised in a different way. And that could be easily transformed for like various events. Like I'd love to see like a Scarefest projection show there.
That would be cool.
Because I know they've done little bits every now and then, like ambient lighting and reactive lighting for Scarefest. But to do a proper little projection show like that would be really quite cool. Christmas you could do one again as well. Yeah. You know, there's various options of what you could do to kind of keep it going. I'd love to see like various ones, different rides, different themes. There's so much potential there. And I just really liked it. It was nice. Good fun, very lovely to see. And as a little side bonus as well, it was really lovely to also meet Howard, the current vice president of the park.
He's great.
It was really lovely to actually finally meet him properly because I've seen him passing through Park Takeover and stuff. So yeah, welcome to Alton Towers. Welcome aboard. It's lovely to meet you as well. But yeah, I really like that show. It's quite nice. Didn't really know if many people knew about it. We only found out about it an hour before because Coaster Dad mentioned it. So hi Coaster Dad, thanks for the recommendation there. But it was on the app, and it does explain why the lighting rig was on Tower Street, because that was I did wonder about that. So it does make sense all of a sudden. But it is on the app with all the show times. But it was a nice surprise to us because we didn't know it was happening.
Really good.
Decided to use our platinum perk fast tracks to go on Smiler for a slightly dusty dark ride. I've actually done the fast track too for Smiler, so yeah, it's a bit different. One of the things that I do like about After Dark is that you actually get to see the different lighting packages that the park has invested in. So recently they've invested in more lighting, so more themed lighting like this for events. Down there as well in the gardens there is some lights. They've actually lit up the greenhouses in the gardens. Unfortunately you can't see them because it's dark, but also you can't get down there in the dark anyway because the gardens close at dusk. But from a distance you can see them, and it does make the gardens have a nice little effect instead of being a dark void. Wicker Man proving to be probably the most popular night ride tonight with a 100-minute queue. I don't know how many trains it's been running, but 100 minutes with fast track and access queues also being quite popular as well. Would you wait 100 minutes for Wicker Man? Let me know, because I certainly wouldn't. That's quite a long time for Wicker Man, unfortunately for me, so yeah, I don't think I'll be waiting 100 minutes. Just to point out, 100 minutes and no flames. The flames are not firing today. With Runaway Mine Train and the Congo River Rapids both unavailable for maintenance, Katanga Canyon has become one of two things: pizza and pasta, and a nice walkthrough to get to everywhere else, complete with games and a shop which is also open at the moment.
Pink elephant.
But oh yeah, and the pink elephants as Sam just pointed out there. But yeah, with both Mine Train and Rapids unavailable, the area obviously isn't doing a lot. You've still got your pizza and pasta buffet, which is again changing prices. You've got the price on here, and they've also got, while I'm here, they've got pass holder deals on as well. I mean, we don't really do buffets, so I haven't eaten at pizza pasta in a while, but it is there, and it looks like it does have juices available now to drink for drinks as well. But it does make me wonder. I feel like Katanga Canyon would really benefit from a reimagining of some description just to kind of keep it refreshed. However, it's not the main part of the park that needs that at the moment. Obviously, the World of David Williams is the main one with the potential IP expiring soon and all the stuff with obviously the author. That was questionable. Obviously I don't know that much about that, so I'm not going to talk about that here, but you can look that up online and find that stuff for yourselves. Obviously Dark Forest, I love 13. I just feel like Dark Forest needs attention. It's reworked, that needs a bit of love. I think a lot of it was quite cheaply done in certain areas. Obviously the buildings they just got overdone. I'd love to sort of see them get a bit of an update that it does deserve. Kind of like a Forbidden Valley style reimagining, especially because obviously Edge of the Forest and Dark Hollow, both mazes that did have ties to it. Maybe we could see that kind of come together and become part of a bigger re-theme for the area, maybe, I don't know. But obviously, let me know your thoughts, you know, would you reimagine Dark Hollow, Dark Forest even? Or would you just turn it to something else? Just let us know. And obviously, like I said, David Williams, if you've got any ideas for that area, do let us know in the comments as well. But as far as lighting concerned, After Dark, lighting packages means you also get to see Curse of Alton Manor in its actual glory. So if I just flip this back around, there's the Samler. As you can see, the queue line for Curse with the smoke pumping properly, because I know in recent visits it's not been pumping as good as this, has it?
No, it hasn't, but tonight is vicious. It's hanging about.
Yeah, it's hanging properly due to the weather, so you've got this proper eerie. We didn't just see that group of people coming towards us, and it was really eerie. And there we go, in the distance, the manor house looking as beautifully imposing as it's supposed to. See the queue line, it's how it should look, but obviously in the day the effect isn't quite there. In the daytime the area looks quite light and welcoming, but at night this is when this area of the park really starts to come alive, and as you can see, comes into its own a little bit more. And it's on a 5-minute queue. Yeah, this feels like a good way to end the evening, I think. It's about 10 minutes to a ride close. I know some of the coasters in Forbidden Valley are going down in queue times, but I don't know. Something about Curse just feels like a nice way. Nice relaxing way to end. See, the queue line looks so much creepier at night when the lighting works. I can't remember when the extended queue line was last open though. We've mostly been using this shortened queue line for as long as I can remember. Hasn't been open for a very long time, that one.
2024, I think.
24 might be right actually, I'm not sure.
That's when I remember last going around it.
Yep, and as you can see, a lot quieter over here than it was earlier. So earlier on this area was a lot busier, because everyone's trying to get those last minute night rides in on the coasters instead. Here we have a really fun remnant of Scarefest. It's obviously blue lighting on this area, and then over there we have red. But we've only got red here because obviously the red lighting used to lead up to Compound, which is just up there. Not at the moment obviously because it's Compound facilities currently closed off because we're not in Scarefest. But yeah, I just thought it was quite funny actually because it goes from like red and blue. So back this way, back to the blue. It is about 4 minutes to ride close. Now there you go, you can see more of the red Compound lighting actually up there, because Compound looks like it might actually be lit up.
It looks like
see.
it is.
Yeah, there you go, the Compound facility's all lit up as well, which is quite nice to see. Let us in, I love Compound obviously, we both love Compound. But yeah, I think it's about 4 minutes to ride close now. Obviously we just popped on Curse X, which is right there. But yeah, it's always been a good day, so like I said, busy day, but has been a lot of fun. You know, it's always good to be back on opening day. I think unfortunately, like I said, the queue times earlier, and the queue times have gotten better as the day goes on, but obviously it has been quite busy, and I feel like they have a little bit of work to do to get that capacity and get up to speed again, just because, you know, After Dark is a very busy day, it's a busy event, and they need to be on the ball a bit, and yeah, I think at the moment, but they're still finding their feet, which is understandable. But I think we're probably going to do a bit of a full recap when we get home, when it's warmer.
Yeah.
Because it is cold at the moment.
It's freezing.
But yeah, back in Forbidden Valley. Again, leaving via Galactica Gate, so it makes more sense. But yeah, let's head back and then we'll talk a little bit about our full thoughts before. There you go. Subtower has just closed its queue line, so that's good timing. But yeah, we're going to head back and then we'll probably do a little outro when we've collected our thought process, and we'll go from there. Because it's cold at the moment. But again, you know, Forbidden Valley at night has the best atmosphere. Absolutely love how Forbidden Valley is at night. As you can see, it's one of the nicer themed areas at night, I think. Well, I say that. I don't know if these little ball kind of lights work down here for the same atmosphere, but they are good for navigation. But the actual themed lighting is really good. But yeah, I'm not too sure about the little ball lighting. That doesn't quite add to the theming, does it?
No.
But it is there, it's nice. It helps you see, because obviously certain sections get quite dark. But final kind of ride cycles are going through now. Toxicate River they're running, and obviously Nemesis roaring past as well. Like I said, I do like the lighting package on these ones. It's quite nice, and I think, especially with Toxicate, I do love the VATs. The VATs are cool. I do like the VAT screens, and obviously if it goes down for maintenance, it will show up on there as well, which is always quite helpful. There's Nemesis with her searchlights on the tower there, running through the trees. You can see those as well across the valley. They're like quite impressive. Like you can see them from the other side of the park when they're going across. You can probably see in the video as well. They're kind of scanning across the screen there. So, was hoping to end this on a bit of a positive before we got back to the final thoughts, but we've got a bit of a negative, unfortunately. Ground Command Coffee. We were going to get a hot chocolate on our way out. We were in the queue. There was like one person in front being served, and then there was another lady, and then there was us. Serves one guest, perfectly fine. Another lady comes and takes over that server, goes to serve the second person in queue, looks to us who are just behind her and basically says, "Oh, we're closing now, we're not going to serve you," essentially. You know, not even apologetic about it. Like, she wasn't like, "Oh, sorry, we're closed now." It was, "We're closed now, goodbye," kind of thing.
Yeah, it's pretty much there's the door, you lot, and just boots you out.
Yeah.
Charming, we did nothing wrong.
You know, the lady in front, she got served perfectly fine by the looks of it. But for some reason there was three...
I just watched her walk out of her coffee.
Yeah, you know, there's 3 people in a queue. You're going to serve 2 and then send the last one away. Obviously, I know it's near the end of the night, but... You know, just a little... I know it's going to be one of those really for customer servicey things. I know, obviously, certain rides have still got queues. They're still doing their last rides. You know, you're going to get 1 or 2 more sales in that queue that you've just turned away. You know, at least... either be nice about it when sending people away, or, you know, do the nice customer service thing and serve them if they're in the queue already, you know. Be a bit different if you walked in and you'd already had to close the queue, but they were serving people in front of us. So that was a bit of a weird one, wasn't it?
It was out of order and pretty not needed.
Yeah, it was a shame there, because we would have actually spent a bit of money and got a nice hot drink before we left, but unfortunately, I don't really know why they did that there. Like I said, if there was no one else in the queue, I would have totally understood it. Like if we walked up to the counter and then they said, "Sorry, we're closed now." But they were serving the woman who was literally in front of us, and she got in the queue at the same time as us. You know, it's just the staff member chose to cut off the queue there instead of serving us, but there was no one behind us. It was a weird one, I don't know. You know, she didn't really go about it in the nicest way either. She was a bit rude, really.
She was arrogant.
She was really, it wasn't like she wasn't apologetic or, you know, sorry about it. She was just, she didn't want, I don't know, she just didn't want to serve us by the looks of it, which is a shame, but, you know, we're not here for negativity really, but that was just one that I felt like we had to mention just because it was a bit of a weird one. Again, would totally have understood it if they said it in a more polite manner, but she was just a bit rude, unfortunately, with how she came across, and yeah, just felt like she was out to get us specifically, but anyway, enough of that, let's get back. So we're back from Alton After Dark. It took a little bit longer than expected to get home, thanks to roadworks and really, really slow speed limits for no reason. But we're back. Welcome back. It's late, obviously. But Alton After Dark is obviously running through March, I believe, and there's a few more dates as well. Keep checking on the website because they've got the full dates. I might put them down here if I remember to. But Alton After Dark, thoughts?
I enjoyed it thoroughly.
And open day thoughts as well, actually. There's 2 in 1.
So open day, it was nice, it was chilled. There was no big openings, nothing new. It was a chill day out. Like always, you're there for the vibes. You're there to enjoy yourself. You're not there to ride the rides, because it turns into a massive social for us lot.
Yeah, the enthusiasts come together, and obviously fans of enthusiasts as well. You know, we had a lot of people come up to us today who'd seen our videos, watched the channel, or seen us around park before and just come to say hello. And honestly, we love every single person who does that. We love sort of stopping to chat to you, saying hello, seeing what you're getting up to as well. Like, it's so much good to see, and especially we get to see some of you familiar faces again and again as well. It's always great to see you all, so always really appreciate that. But yeah, for us, opening is always a bit of a social one.
It is.
We don't get on many rides. I think today we managed
4
rides.
rides.
I don't know, 3 rides on Curse, 1 ride on Nemesis, and then we got on Smiler, the night ride. But again, rides aren't really our priority here for opening day, just because we're just like enjoying the atmosphere and getting back in the park. I'm not going to dwell too much on, obviously, the overall for the event, because obviously we mentioned earlier on about the fact that operations were unfortunately quite slow. The delayed sort of staggered openings as well were causing quite a bit of concern though. Like, you know, the idea of staggered openings is not the best idea to have in park. Obviously, again, we understand why these kind of things are being put in place. I know Blackpool Pleasure Beach has a lot of staggered openings as well. Yeah. It's just unfortunate to see Alton Towers having to go down the same route as that. And we're hoping it's just a temporary thing, and that, you know, those
I'm pretty sure it's
staggered
just
openings will stop. You know, but all in all, you know, we did have a really good day today. Just little things here and there. I know there was like a thing with downtime, and again, like I said earlier, we were out of the park at that point. We were dropping stuff off to the car.
That was a weather related, I believe. Yeah,
we had hail. It was really weird. But I think it was like, again, it was like thunderstorm warning, because they've got that radius thing, I think. I know with that as well, actually on the same point of buying things and putting things in the car, merchandising, they haven't got a lot of new stuff yet. You saw a few bits on the video previously, but I think a lot of the stock is still pending. So obviously last year they released stuff staggered throughout the year anyway. I think at the moment there's also a supply issue due to obviously various events across the world which are occurring, which may have been causing delays there as well.
Yep.
I know this time, for example, there was no year dated pins. There was no new pins at all. There was a big focus on the stationery for some reason. Like, I like the stationery, I like the rulers, but there was a lot of stationery focus.
It kind of takes you back to like with the stationery thing, like 2008 to 2006 school trips, where you'd go anywhere, and the main thing you'd be able to buy as a kid would be like pencil, sharpener, pen, a ruler, and a rubber.
Or a razor, as you call them, depending on where you're from.
Oh, what country?
Yeah, but that was the kind of main things that I was seeing a lot of. Obviously, new shirts and stuff as well. So some nice stuff coming in. It's just, I feel like there is definitely more to come. I know I personally love buying a dated pin or a pin badge for the year. So unfortunately, no new pins just yet. But you never know. By the time you see this video, there might be new pins.
Oh yeah.
But it's been a good day overall, and
it has been.
It's been a long, tiring day. So if I have repeated myself, I'm tired. It's been a long day. I don't even know what time it is now. It's like 10:30 or something. Crazy when we got back. I'm not sure. It's been a long time on the road. So.
But then that leads us to the next bit.
Next bit.
Yeah.
Next bit.
Alton After Dark.
Oh yeah. Forgot about that bit. Apparently, Alton After Dark. Obviously, great to get opportunities to get night rides. Park's open a little bit later. We love to see longer hours at Towers. Obviously, the 10 to 4 openings that they've had, and I believe are coming up again. Not great times, you know. For a park of that scale, and especially when it's busy like today, you need those extended opening hours. So to have Alton After Dark where it's open till 8 o'clock is really ideal. It's just we need those regular hours to go up as well. To kind of have more time on the park, get your money's worth, and get on more rides, especially when it's busy. School trip season, for example.
Oh, that's going to be hectic.
So hopefully we'll see an increase in opening hours as well, because we'd like to see more of that. But rides in the dark, you know, we managed Smiler in the dark this time.
We did Smiler in the dark. We ended up going down the fast track, because we used our platinum fast track, which comes with our passes.
Yep, it's good to use that.
Bonus, beautiful. So well done, Merlin, on that one.
Yeah, I think that's a really good pass sort of perk to have for platinum. You know, things like that where you have that free fast track each visit. Really helps out on days like today, where obviously Alton After Dark's really, really busy. It really helps out for stuff like that. And then it's just it's nice to have that sort of thing as an incentive really to get that pass. There are obviously other pass benefits that when we use them we'll be talking about them a bit more. We haven't used many of them yet because obviously it's early days of the season, but there are things that we will be using in the coming weeks, like various things, so we'll look out for those when you see them come up. But I do love doing After Dark. You know, I like the atmosphere of the park after dark, the lighting, it's so pretty.
So gorgeous.
You know, there's constantly more lighting and stuff being added, so it's always nice to see that. And just, again, the atmosphere and getting on the rides in the dark. So, obviously, I love doing 13 at night because you can't see the track in front of you because there's no lighting. It's incredible. Unfortunately, it was closed yesterday due to the temperature after a certain time. I think it was like about 7 o'clock that it closed or something, 6:30, 7.
It gets cold for 13 and the poor girl just turns over and goes to sleep.
She can't operate in cold temperatures very
Bless
well.
her.
So obviously that one is amazing to do in the dark if you can get on it in the dark. It's a bit temperamental obviously due to the temperature. Nemesis After Dark is quite fun. Galactica After Dark, we've done that as well. Good times. I do like Galactica. It's quite relaxing. So doing After Dark was quite nice. We've also done Wicker Man in After Dark before because our friend Alex absolutely loved Wicker Man. So that one After Dark's quite fun. That's, like I said earlier, 100-minute queue is really popular today After Dark. Oblivion, we've never actually done Oblivion After Dark, so we might have to try that. I can't tell you when I last went on Oblivion. I went on once many years ago and for some reason haven't gone back on. I don't know why. I might need to do that again at some point. Again, Rita After Dark, I can't imagine I've not done that one, so
That'd be like...
if you've done Rita After Dark, let us know. Is it worth us giving it a shot? And same with Oblivion actually. And then obviously Smile After Dark is just a sensory overload because of all the lights and the directions, and it's just chaos. It's good kind of chaos though. It's always enjoyable. People were saying it was running smoother today as well. I don't know if I noticed it or not, I'll be honest with you.
No,
a little bit.
It felt a bit bumpy on the edge where I was.
A little bumpy in places, but it was not as bad as previous visits. Then again though, Nemesis, I felt the rattle today.
Oh, that rattled.
Nemesis was a bit rattly this morning, so unfortunately that one might have a bit of a curse of the B&M rattle, I think. But it's always good fun to be After Dark and just get on those coasters in the night rides. And also Toxicator After Dark. We still need to do a night ride on Toxicator. We've been saying we will for the longest time, so we might have to make that happen at some point. So again, the lighting package on Toxicator is just incredible. But I do think we've been babbling on long enough, and I know I'm getting tired because I can see myself in the camera and I look... Well, actually, it might just be the makeup, actually, but I look tired. So, we're going to finish this one here. But obviously, if you did visit Alton After Dark or opening day, let us know what you thought. Do you think that the park was struggling a bit to keep up with capacity and operations? Or do you think that it was actually running fine and we were just walking around seeing things differently? Let us know. And, you know, what are your hopes for Alton Towers this season? Share with us in the comments and we'll see you in the next video. And I don't know where we'll be next, so it'll be a surprise. But thanks for watching and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Toodles.